Peace to all the gods walking the earth right now, man. I love myself. Peace to the gods. Peace to the gods. Peace to God. That we all are. The Elohim. I love myself. I'm going to be talking about the cherubim and the sephirim, because we all have aspects of the cherubim and the sephirim that they speak about in the Holy Bible. If you notice, when you read it, they are not mentioned that much, but that should tell you that they are very important. In the beginning, in Genesis, the cherubim are mentioned as being the ones that kept Adam and Eve from entering the Garden of Eden. See, the cherubim are specific concepts, or specific symbolic spiritual attributes that we place on our minds when we enter this realm. The cherubim are the domain holders and the activity of a piece of what we all are. They are the subconscious programs that hold us in a suspended animation of growth and betterment from specific perspectives. The cherubim are the angels that help guide humanity. They are the things that help help us minister our perceptions to one another. The cherubim are more peaceful. They are more gentle. They are more subtle. They are more of the subconscious and how it gracefully sits in the background of existence. These are symbolic representations of spiritual concepts of ourselves, of who we truly are, which is God. You can go study the specific scriptures yourself. Just look up cherubim and you will see what I'm talking about. Now, the sephirim, they are more forceful. They are called the fiery ones. They are the ones that sit above the king. They are the ones that sit above your higher state of consciousness, ready to minister to you. They deal with your individual perspective separately, away from others, and they also deal with bringing judgment, bringing penalty to those that quote-unquote sin. So the sephirim are actually the parts of you and within your own mind, within your own perspective, they are making you judge yourself consistently throughout the day, no matter what you do. They are more warlike, due to the fire. But that fire is love. That fire is a burning love, and it's tough love. It is giving you the lesson whether you like it or not. It is going to teach you whether you like it or not. And the more you fight against that energy, the more you fight against the angels that are the sephirim, the worse off you will be. The more you will feel like you are being judged for something wrong. And the more judgment, the more wrath of God will be placed on you. Now, in this realm that we're living in, we see everything is separate from us when it's really all one. These cherubim and Sephirim within us and outside of us must be acknowledged. You must figure out whether you are leaning more towards the cherubim energy, which is being more peaceful and putting restrictions on yourself so that you can grow and better your life, or are you more in tune with the Sephirim energy, which is about forcing you to make changes and breaking through limitations in order to not bring wrath upon yourself. You see, the wrath of God and the glory of God are one. The peace of God and the chaos of God are one. The love of God and the hate of God are one. See, there's a time for everything. There's a time to kill, there's a time to heal. There's a time to sow, there's a time to reap. There's a time to curse and there's a time to give blessings. But we must study ourselves. Reflections. We must study ourselves to know what energies are within us that dictate when we should be peaceful and when we should be wrathful, when we should be holy in any aspect, when we should give all of our attention to a specific space-time energy, a specific action, a specific feeling, a specific thought, or accumulation of thoughts. Are you a cherubim or are you a Sephirim in the kingdom of heaven? Are you one that is going to speak the knowledge and live out the knowledge and do your best to do it peacefully and allow others to just be themselves, whether they are quote unquote evil or demonic or what in your life? Or are you going to be a Sephirim and push yourself to make it be known what these people should know, regardless whether they like it or not? Are you going to fight in the war as a Sephirim? Or are you going to step back and allow everything to just take place as it should while placing restrictions on just yourself, like the cherubim? This is what we need to be asking ourselves today. How much cherubim energy do you have? How much Sephirim energy do you have? The only way you will know is by analyzing yourself and studying yourself and knowing yourself. You must study your astrological energy, family. You must study your natal chart. And you must not just look at it as something psychological or something just mental, because it's also physical and it's also emotional. It is spiritual. Every science that you study, you must correlate it back to self. And you must apply that knowledge to your life daily so that you can see how you react to things and how that reacting by using your thoughts or responding by using your thoughts changes physical reality, changes your experience of this realm. It changes the illusion of separation into what energy you put out. I know a lot of people don't like to hear it, but I am God. And when I say I am God, I'm not saying that you are not God. I said that I am God. And when I say I am God, you hear I am God. And that is reflecting off of your senses back to me to prove to me that I am God. And all of the angels are nothing more than extensions of God. All of the angels are nothing more than the bodies, the appendages of what God is. You see, the angels are angles of light. God is just light. God is all light, period. No matter what frequency, whether it's red, blue, yellow, green, indigo, even invisible light that we like to call darkness. Everything is light. Even Hasatan, the brightest, so-called brightest of the angels, is a piece of God that God is using for growth and betterment of the experience of himself, the experience of itself. Which angels do you have? Which angels do you represent? What angels are you? I, for instance, I'm not, there's a time and a place for everything, but most of my energy is anchored towards the Sephirim. And I'm not gonna lie to you. If you are doing simple, mundane things in this realm against the growth and betterment of your reflections here, I really don't want you here. And I can see that in my astrological energy. I can see that because I have a lot of fire and water in my chart. I have a lot of fire and water. And you know, when water and fire get together, it boils and it makes steam. And this steam gets very hot. The steam gets very hot. So I must express that steam. I must constantly push out that steam, because when steam is bottled up, it makes pressure. And when you have too much pressure, things explode. So I don't want to explode on you guys. I don't want to explode on my reflections. But I do wish to give you the truth of the matter. The objective truth. Regardless of what religion you believe in and what the spiritual system you hold. There are scientific objective facts that we must take in. There are scientific objective facts that we must focus on and see that they are fact and they cannot be disproven. If you ignore these facts, you are only making hell for every other being on this planet, not just you. That's why a lot of people think this is a hell realm. That's why a lot of people are like, you know, it'd be a shame to go through hell on earth and then, you know, die and go to hell. Because we got people here. We got people here, man. These people don't know themselves. And when you push out this information, whether you're doing it peacefully or doing your best to, you know, force it upon them and give them all of the energy that you can to help them awaken. If they ignore this information, then whatever happens to them is on them. You see, it says thou shalt not kill. But that's not what it originally said. The original 10 Commandments come from ancient Kemetic scripts, ancient Kemetic, the writings on the walls in Egypt, in Kemet. All of the ancient knowledge of the ancient civilizations was taken by the Greco-Roman empires, and it was plagiarized. It's taken and watered down so that they could control their slaves, so that they could subdue this earth and have their dominion over earth, instead of utilizing the information to help every human being, which is our God-given, our natural rights, our self-given, our innate and natural right to do. We should have dominion over this earth. But dominion does not mean go around trying to control everything and making havoc and bringing hell here, and killing whenever you want to, murdering whenever you want to, and trying to rebuild whenever you want to. No, things don't work like that, man. You have to study this. You have to study yourself. You have to know yourself. In ancient Kemet, it says, in ancient Kemetic proverbs, they say, know thyself, know God. The kingdom of heaven is within. And I know you've heard that before. By who? Jesus. What did Jesus say? The kingdom of heaven is within, man. Why y'all tripping? Why y'all worrying? All you got to do is be a scientist, man. All you got to do is go out and study. All you got to do is go outside, connect with nature, literally study how nature works. You see, they say that you never know where the wind is going and where it came from. But that was only because of the time that they were living in. They could not understand that. They could not understand. They did not have the technology. They did not have the genetic technology. They did not have the genes, which embodies intelligence, which intelligence is embodied in, to even understand how wind works, to even understand how trees grow. It was all a mystery to them. That's why they said how great is the mystery of God. How great is the mysteries of God, because it's all mystery to them. It was all mystery. But now we're not going for that shit. We're not going for that shit. We have the technology. We have the mindset. We have the power within our own DNA and our genetics. We have the right amount of polymorphisms, especially in the African American and Caribbean people, of brown and dark brown skin, melanated men and women, gods and goddesses. We have this ability to see what nature actually is, which is ourselves, and to know the specific details of how everything works. This is the age of revelation, guys. This is the age of revelation reflections. Revelation meaning revealing. This is the age of the apocalypse. This is the age of Armageddon. This is a war. And it's not a war of just flesh and blood. This is a war of principles and principalities. This is a war of the principles that you hold, the morals that you can gain, the different perspectives that you can look from and utilize. Not just look from them. Don't just study things and just think you know and get high off of knowing when you haven't applied the information. When you have not, faith without works is dead, man. When you start applying these specific principles out of the Holy Bible, when you start applying these specific truths from the Holy Bible, you are going to be forced to leave the Holy Bible. You are going to be forced to go outside of the Holy Bible, not throw it all away. You are going to be forced to go outside of those 66 books of the canonical version and research more so that you can understand more. Because like the Proverbs say, the wise study and the fools mock them. But faith without works is dead, man. Faith without works is dead. So if you're not working your faith, and faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen, faith is the evidence. In any scientific process, you need evidence. Faith is the evidence of what you have seen. Faith is the evidence of what you have thought about. But you see, if you don't focus on it to make that a reality, if you don't focus on it to make that an experience for you, then you dead. You can have all of the imagination, you can have all of the intelligence in the fucking world. You can have all of the intelligence in this realm. But if you are not connected with your cherubim and your sephirim and acting through those energies, consistently every single day, every single moment that you take a breath, because God, Allah, is the breath of life. We have to take this reality seriously, man. People all over my Facebook, all over my timeline talking about, oh, y'all woke people, y'all take this too serious, y'all take life too seriously. Bruh, this is the only life you got, my nigga. This is the only life you got. Point blank, period. All is just life. And your life is the only life that exists. Quantumly. Take a quantum leap into my mind real quick. Before a particle, before an atom is seen as an atom or seen as matter, it is a wave. It is a wave of infinite potential of all possibility that can exist, that is called superposition. Superposition means that it is every place that it could be at one time and nowhere. This is scientifically proven. You cannot debate me on this. You cannot debate this. So whatever is, when a wave of infinite potential that is before the atom, before the particles of matter, is straight energy. Energy is everywhere at the same time and nowhere. The only reason it becomes matter is because a conscious mind a mind has to look into the details of that wave. Once that mind, depending on the perception of that mind, looks into the details of that wave, will in turn make specific particles, specific atoms, a specific atom, depending on your perception of reality, depending on what way you want to look at your life. If people don't take that seriously, no, you don't take your life seriously. You don't take your life seriously. If you took your life seriously, we wouldn't be in this. We wouldn't be as humanity. We wouldn't be in this situation that we're in. And you talking about don't take life seriously? Don't, are you taking life too seriously? Like, ain't no such thing as too serious. I don't care if you just joking and laughing with some of your associates or your other reflections around you. You still got to take that serious. Because if you don't take being happy serious, the fuck wrong with you? You got to take everything serious here. This is the only life. Literally, you are a quantum wave. You are the infinite potential of reality, period. Before your physical body, before what you see as your physical body, before all of this experience, you are God. You are the infinite being. And that's what that's what our oppressors have taken from us within the subjective realm. Our oppressors they took us and they made us forget this. They took us and they put us through thousands of years of torture and famine and victimization and rape and mental and physical enslavement, and subconsciously programmed us to have genetics. They genetically modified us to not know who the fuck we are. They genetically modified us to not know who we are. This is the fire that I'm talking about from the Sephirim. This is the fire. This is the burning love that I have for humanity. This is the burning love that I have for myself. Because I understand that all is myself through quantum thinking, through quantum physics, through science. Through science. We must take these absolute truths and apply them to every science, to every spirituality, to every aspect of our lives, to see and behold our glory. No, I'm not saying that you won't. Of course, you're gonna make mistakes, quote unquote mistakes, but it's really not a mistake, man. It's not. You know what I'm saying? It's not a mistake, really. It's really just a lesson. It's really just a lesson that you're learning in order to overcome these fucking broken genes, these broken genetics that we have inherited from our ancestors. All of these religions, bruh, this shit is new. This shit is new as fuck. Like these religions and shit, bro, this shit new. And you see how fast it fucked up the world, bro? You see how fast people minds, bro, just because, bro, most of the world is fucking black. Most of the world is brown, right? Only 10%, probably less than that now, of the earth is lighter pigmented, is less melanated. This shows you how much power just a few people coming together can make. And it shows you how much that power affects all of reality, all of our lives, and how long it can affect all of our lives. How powerfully this, just a few people, 10% or less of people on the earth came together and they agreed to do this shit. They agreed to just empower themselves and use everybody else as slaves, use everybody else as batteries. And made us all forget, most of us anyway, made most of us forget that we are God, bro. We are God in the flesh. We are God's walking the earth. That's why I say peace to the gods walking the earth. That's why I say peace reflections. Because I am God and everything is a reflection of me. You are God and everything is a reflection of you. But until you see the details of how, you're not going to believe it in yourself. You're not going to believe yourself until you feel it. Because feeling is knowing. Until you feel it and you act on it and you see how it changes your fucking life. You see how it changes your perspective on your reality. You see how much power and control you gain over your life, about how you feel about certain things, and how your intellectual capacity, knowing how much information you can take in and dish out at one time. Your mind is the only thing that exists. You must embrace your angels, man. Embrace the angels that you are. Your cherubim and your sephrim. See, when you embrace your cherubim self, you can lift off the veil. You can lift up the swords, the flaming swords that are keeping you from the Garden of Eden. It is all mental first. It is all mental first, because without your mind looking into the details of quantum reality of the nothingness and making physical matter, it wouldn't exist. It would not exist. None of this experience would exist. We have to actually take this seriously, though, man. It just fathom. I mean, bro, I cannot fathom, like, they're just flabbergasted. That flabbergasted me, man. That shit flabbergasted me, man. That shit really bored me, man. You know how I say, you know, I got a lot of fire and water in my chart, man. That shit really make me feel like I'm boiling, my nigga. Like, point blank period. Like, bro, talking about you taking life too serious, bro. What you talking about? The fuck? All that extra shit is for a reason, nigga. I don't give a fuck what nobody talking about, bro. I don't give a fuck if you're not talking about this science. If you're not talking about this science, if you're not talking about science, period. If you're not talking about etymology, quantum physics, melanin, grounding, astrology, neurology, neuronautics, numerology, all of these sciences, if you're not talking about these sciences and you actually teaching people to apply them in their daily lives and correlating it with all the bullshit that we've been through and correlating it with yourself, I don't want to hear none of that bullshit, because you can post anything online, man. This internet shit is fake as fuck. We supposed to be using the internet for something, bro. We supposed to be using this internet. We supposed to be using this. This is a pivotal point in our time, man. This is a pivotal point in our generation. Why do you think almost everybody that went to school did not like school, and they knew that school was fake? Oh yeah, I forgot about, did I say biology? My bad. If I didn't say biology, I meant to say it. Biology, epigenetics. You should study that as well. Thanks, Keith. I love myself. Facts. But why do you think most of our generation went to school, didn't like school, but still went into it, still got subconsciously programmed, and went to college, all that, got out of college, ain't got no fucking job. Because that's not your talent. That's not your skill. They are programming you to be a fucking robot, to be a battery for their system. You have an innate and natural gift, and that is to be God and to do whatever the fuck you want on this planet, as long as you ain't harming the motherfucker. As long as it's not time to harm it's not time to harm a person. It's time for us to come together. It's time for us to bring all of this knowledge together and help each other see different perspectives of light, and use all of them perspectives as turning wheels within a machine, so that we can make this machine move. And motherfuckers on the internet talking about you taking life too serious. You don't even know the situation we in. This is a fucking alert, my nigga. This is a fucking emergency broadcast, my nigga. This is an emergency. We are in a state of emergency. God, we are in a state of emergency. People playing with this shit. Now my life got to be fucked up because I can't have people like me around, because they being subconsciously programmed to do bullshit. I can't build what the fuck I want to build in my subjective life because other motherfuckers don't see it. They don't see the importance of it. They don't see the value. We can't even get the resources because our lower self has taken most of our resources away from us. So we can't even build the shit we see in our mind. We imagine every fucking day, and we know that it's a logical way to do it, but we can't even find out the logical way because we being subconsciously programmed every day with all these frequencies, these radio waves, and low vibrational frequencies clouding our minds every fucking day. But that's just another angry black man. Nah. Why is this man angry? Why is he so passionate about what he's talking about? Because all my fucking life, bro, since I was fucking 11, all my fucking life, bro, since I was 11, and I opened my mind to different perspectives of religion and spirituality and science. I've been going through all my life fighting with the subconscious programming of my lower self all my fucking life. Instead of being able to, break out of that shell and utilize everything that I imagine and make it logical. This is what you got to realize. This whole realm is a fucking imagination, my nigga. This whole realm is an imagination. The logic comes into it. The logic comes as soon as you imagine, as soon as you look into the details of the imagination of the quantum realm. As soon as you look into the details, the logic comes so that it can see how it can be made. The logic comes so that it can see how it can exist. That's how we got here. That's how our bodies got here. That's how we portaled into this realm. That's how we portaled into the earth plane. That's what the earth plane is for. It's for us to manifest things that's in heaven on earth. And what's in heaven is in your mind, which is why astrology even exists. Because everything, all the stars in the heavens, everything is affecting your mind. Everything is reality. You think that shit just up there? Do you think that shit just up there? Do you think these plants and shit, do you think these trees and shit and all this shit, do you think that shit just around just to be around? This shit is very serious. Yes, it's very serious. It's very important. No, this shit just not, you think the sun just right there just to give you some light? No. Motherfucker, it's way more things. It's way more than what you think. The sun is your fucking mind, my nigga. You just seeing your mind, you're seeing your mind in this reality. See, when you focus on the quantum reality of imagination, it breaks down into separate things instead of being all one thing, because if it's all one thing, then it will be no thing. And if you're no thing, then you can't be something. So in order to be something, you have to look into the detail of no thing and take the know a thing or knowing of a thing so that it can take some of that no thing and become some of a thing, a summation of a particular separate perspective of everything that exists. The sun, my ninja, that's your mind. It just seems separate from you. Just like everything in this fucking realm seems separate from you if you don't acknowledge what the source of it is. You got a black sun out there in the cosmos, the center of the galaxy. Then you got a black sun in the fucking earth. You got a black sun in the fucking earth. Then you got a black sun on the earth. Do you get it? The black sun is your mind. Everything here is your mind. Everything in reality is your mind. Point blank period. And we need to take this shit serious because motherfuckers, woo, shit. Because motherfuckers is not living the life they want to live. Motherfuckers is not living the lives they want to live. And anybody can come in this live right now and tell me, my nigga, are you living the glory of everything that you see in your imagination? Are you living that? Are you living what you see in your imagination? Are you living what you, are you literally, and I'm not talking about, I'm not talking about, The Chosen, because The Chosen already know what's up. The Chosen already know what's up. I'm talking about all these other motherfuckers out here that just go to a 9 to 5 every motherfucking day, and think they actually doing something when they doing, you know what I'm saying, they doing something, but it's not what we could be doing. If you catch my drift, it's not what we could be doing. If everybody in the fucking system right now, and tell me if this is a motherfucking lie, my nigga. If everybody in the system right now, if everybody in the Babylonian system, or what you call the U.S., the United States Corporation, or any place on the world that's quote unquote democratic, or shit, any dictatorship or autocratic anything, if we all said, nigga, fuck y'all system, nigga, we making a new one, nigga, in one day the whole world gonna change, my nigga. Real shit. And it don't take that many people. Like I said, it don't take that many people. It does not take that many people. It took less than 10% of a nation, my nigga, to turn the world upside down, bro, in this short amount of time. And we really fucked up. It took less than 10% of the world, my nigga, to turn everything, to flip the Star of David upside down, my nigga. To flip the pentagram, the pentacle upside down, my nigga. Like, facts. Now you see everybody that's in the ghettos, because I want to address this real quick, man, before I get off of here. You see everybody that's in the ghettos, my nigga? These brown people, these melanated beings, my nigga. If you a less melanated being, bro, and you got this knowledge, bro, you got spirituality, you talking about Christ consciousness, and you talking about uplifting yourself and going to different states, different realms, and different states of consciousness and different dimensions, my nigga. Don't none of that mean shit. Don't none of that mean shit if you not coming to the hood, my nigga. Point blank period. Don't none of that mean nothing if you not coming to the hood, because the world has been flipped upside down, and it says, and it's always prophesied in every ancient text, and this is in the law of nature as well. As above, so below, as within, so without, man. The law of rhythm, the law of correspondence, my nigga. The first shall be last, and the last shall be first, my nigga. Always. That's why you cannot. That's why in Revelation, if you read Revelation, and Jesus quote unquote came back, he says, I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. Because if there's one point, which is A, is the beginning, right? And the other point, which is Z, the end, right? And you're the Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end, and those 2 points come together, there is no beginning nor end no more. They're one. There is no beginning. That's balance. That's balance. And that's what we need to have on this plane. We need to have balance. You cannot have a perspective of the human race over one another when we're all the human race. Nigga, all of us should have everything we want. Point blank period. All of us should be equalized. All of us should be in an equilibrium. And all of these fucking black folks, man, all these black people, bro, in the fucking hood and shit, killing each other, my nigga, because they don't understand they fucking life, my nigga. And y'all all over the fucking internet, y'all lighter meditated beings all over the fucking internet talking about, oh, well, if they just match the frequency, then then they'll ascend to the higher realms and connect with the indigo children and the Pleiades star systems and Syria and all this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, the fuck, bro? Connect with Orion belt and all these different aliens. And nigga, what the fuck? Don't none of that shit matter to niggas in the hood, bro? Nigga, we out here fighting every day, bro. Like, real talk. This niggas out here fighting like literally every day and think it's cool, my nigga. Some of them think it's cool. When they know in their heart that shit ain't cool, nigga. Nigga, when none of the shit that happened to me when I was young, nigga, would even happen, my nigga. When none of this shit that happened to me when I was young, when it happened, nigga, I done got jumped, nigga, all types of shit, nigga. The fuck? You got in fights, all type of shit, nigga. When I went to junior high, nigga, my junior high school, niggas fought every day. Like it was the shit to do. When they knew they didn't want to do that shit, bro. Innately, we know this shit, bro. Innately, we know it. We got to stop holding ourselves back, man. We got to stop holding ourselves back. We got the faith, my nigga. You born with the faith. You are born here with the mission. You come here with the mission. If you study your astrology, you will know what it is. You born with the mission, man. You just got to stop, man. You got to get out them boxes, man. You can't let anything subconsciously program you but yourself in your environment that you place yourself in. You have to recreate your whole environment. You have to constantly put cursors around you in your environment that's telling your subconscious mind to be in a specific way, to experience a specific reality. You have to constantly do this every day on a daily basis. That's why I talk about this every fucking day. That's why I do it nonstop. And when people, and it angers me because my passion, it angers me when I'm trying to tell people how to better our situations, how to better our lives and shit like that. And I can't do it right now. Nigga, all you got is right now. The fuck you talking about? All you got is right now. All you got is right now. Nigga, at any moment a damn bullet can come through and fly and hit you in your fucking head and you gone, nigga, then what? Or you in the hospital laying up in the bed thinking about, damn, I should have changed. Like, real talk. We have to come together, man. And then it's so fucked up because it's people that want to change. You know what I'm saying? It's people that want to be chosen. It's people that want to be chosen, that want to change, and they really can't because their subconscious mind is being bombarded with people around them that's constantly still doing the same bullshit. So they keep falling back. They keep falling down in their kundalini. They keep falling down in their energy of supposed to be spiraling up, and they keep spiraling down. They keep going back down. They keep going up to the higher realm and then coming back down, going up to the higher realm and coming back down. Because you want to stop smoking. You want to stop smoking. You want to stop drinking. You want to eat healthier. You want to manifest. You want to be God. You want to be who you know you truly are. But you got people around you that's dead. You got people around you that's dead, dumb, deaf, and blind. They dumb, deaf, and blind, so they dead. Because they also got faith, but they don't work it. Everybody on this bitch everybody on the earth got faith. But most of the motherfuckers not working it. That mean they dead. And they have these movies out, like the zombie movies. Nigga, that shit is happening right now. You literally living around fucking zombies. There's zombies out here. This is a fucking zombie apocalypse. Like, real talk. This is a fucking Attack of the Clones. This is fucking Terminator. This is fucking iRobot. All these fucking robots just go walking around just every day, programmed to bullshit. Programmed to do whatever the master tell them, whatever the government tell them. Whatever the government is subconsciously putting out. Whatever these people that want what they want and using the world as slaves they want, and they putting out, they doing it instead of fighting against the system, my nigga. Like, facts. And it all starts with your mind. It all starts with your mind. It's hard to do things. It's difficult. It's more difficult to do things when you're constantly around people that don't want to change, man. Real talk. We got to start changing our environments, y'all. We have to start embracing the cherubim and the Sephirim within ourselves and take hold to those flaming swords that the cherubim have and the burning love that the Sephirim has and push it out and give out this knowledge, man, and focus on these sciences and do it on a daily basis, man. We must proclaim the kingdom. We must enter the kingdom of heaven, and we must do our job within the kingdom of heaven, which is to constantly proclaim the kingdom to the rest of reality and let this spread throughout the cosmos for the growth and betterment of all of existence, because all of existence is just your existence. JAH MASHIAC is here to live out and teach higher wisdom as an example for the collective consciousness. JAH MASHIAC is bettering existence with his fire and his water. With his fire and his water. And all of the energies within my astrological natal chart, because I know that all of the energies within my astrological natal chart are actually wheels that connect to everyone else's astrological energy subjectively, which means that objectively everyone else is me. Everyone else is JAH MASHIAC, only just a reflection through different types of mirrors and perceptions. So we must get this information together, y'all. Go on my YouTube, subscribe to my channel. Get on Instagram, research everything that I was just talking about, man. If you have to keep replaying the video over and over and over again, which I urge you to anyway, because repetition is the mother of wisdom. Repetition is how the subconscious mind works. You have a program that's constantly repeating, that changes your life. You create new habits. You create new ways of thinking, and you then create, new ways of feeling, which will in turn make different actions in your life. So I'm about to get off of here, man. I love myself. The I am that I am has spoken. The Elohim. Peace, gods.